Gabriel, after last year, we did this documentary and we talked about how so many things have changed and developed since that. It's been a year. And one of those things is a kind of a new ministry that you are launching and called God of the Rainbow. Tell me about that.
Yeah, God of the Rainbow is my heart to establish a local resource for any person anywhere, really, within their local church to find help, to be discipled in the context of gender identity issues and coming out of the LGBTQ lifestyle. And so when I got saved, there was barely any resources. The most I had was access to some Pure Passion videos, which is a ministry that helped people out of sexual brokenness, and a book from Joe Dallas. Outside of that, there was like nothing, and it wasn't super local. I had to get off the internet. But you go to a local bookstore, there's Every Man's Battle, the widow support group, the divorcee support group. But when people come out of the LGBTQ community into the church, or they're battling gender identity issues, they're like, don't listen to the devil, or don't do this. But we don't really have practical truth to give them. We say don't stop that, or don't listen to the devil. But if someone's really struggling through same-sex confusion or identity issues, they need more than just stop that, because then it becomes behavior modification, and then they relate to God by how much they can overcome their own attractions or temptation, and God is not in that. That doesn't give life. I think it's a law that kills, you know what I mean? And so for people who are going through that, this is a way to, over 2 days or however long we would host it, start a conversation to teach how to disciple, how to evangelize, how to relate, giving people a theology. I mean, even when I was traveling with people in the Freedom March, people were calling us reprobates. Like, if we were ever gay, we couldn't be saved. And there's just a lot of confusion. Like, it's almost like the church doesn't want to be a voice because the church doesn't know where to stand in regards to teaching in a healthy way without a fear of being offensive. And I think you can present the truth in love without it being offensive. You can challenge ideas. The biggest thing is not being afraid if people perceive something as hate, but having the character to stay in the fight and relate with love. And you can say that I'm hateful all you want, but I will not stop loving you. And so giving people that access to real family love, I think people would be able to find help within the church, because it's not just about not sinning. And there's actual depth to teaching. It's focused on that by personal experience, by people who have come out of it, and people who are willing to relate and show them why their gender and their identity is so important, and masculinity, and healing those things, and healing femininity. So the conference is really focused on hearing testimonies that don't have the same narrative of, I was somebody who was in the LGBTQ community and I was, abused, and then I did drugs and all this. It's all different kinds of stories, but we meet the same Jesus who offered us a new life. I do not believe in the idea of a gay Christian. There's nothing in my old nature that comes alongside the new after I, come up with Christ off the cross and my resurrection with him, and teaching people, what does it look like to follow this man? The God of the rainbow who offers you something new. And so when people are like, well, what comes along with this? How am I still gay? What do I do? We're going to answer those questions by people who have left the lifestyle, to not go through conversion therapy, to not pray a prayer, to not chant something over their genitals or do something weird, but really meeting a supernatural God who's still alive today. And it is only in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth that even happens. And so,
Wow. Gabriel, that's super exciting and a super valuable resource. Because as we've gone out and shown the film at different venues all across the country, we've seen the need for that. Like, people have asked us for that. So I know what you're doing is the heart of God. It is so needed right now. And I just got to say, man, I'm proud of you, bro. Like, it's, and I'm proud to get to run alongside with you and watch God work through you and to develop these resources in your life and in your family now. It's so exciting. So I bless you on this. I'm praying for you. And I believe God's going to use God of the Rainbow to bring freedom and hope and train others who have not been a part of this lifestyle how do we as a church get ready for this end time revival of
Yeah.
bringing those that are in this community into the saving knowledge of
Yeah.
Jesus Christ? So thank you again for your yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.